Hawaii middies. Let's see. Just jumped on. Oh, this looks like a halo in fucking in the Bible. I was always like, what's that thing around them? It should be like, a halo like this in like cartoons or something. But then look at my face like this. If you look at the pictures now, it's like this around their head. Like my hand looks right now, but it's gold. Like it's stupid. Right? Anyway, I just wanted to say hi to my subscribers. I've been down, man, for a while, so I'll be back. It's been a rough, it's been a rough time for us all. Fucking goddamn people. Sorry, God. It's the people. I hate when my pupils are really big. It makes me feel like I'm upset. I live in the desert. They told me, oh man, drink water, drink fucking water, drink water, or else you'll die. That'll be horrible. All this shit, right? So I do. And my house looks so cool. And it seems messy from where you guys are. But it seems messy from where you guys are. But it's really not messy. It's just got a bunch of stuff. It's all decorated. Look, my American flag. It's in distress. Upside down. Oh, this thing's back. See this? And then this thing right here is this giant fucking mass thing, right? My veins, from like, I don't know what, are totally bad. Like, I used to have no veins because I was a junkie. Was a junkie for a long time. And so, but they go back. My sister had cancer. She had Hodgkin's. Thanks for the some love. Anyways, I figured I'd come on here and just tomorrow's my birthday. So tomorrow's Brady's birthday. Woohoo! I'm gonna be 40 fucking 8. Go figure, man. I was like, I remember thinking in like the 80s or something. I'm going, man, I'm gonna be. How am I gonna be? Because my great grandma. No, my great Grandma Newhouse. She was born in 1899. Boom, and she died at 101. So she died. No, that can't be. Yeah, it can be. It can, sure, it can be. 1899 to 1900, and she lived to be. She didn't live to the year 2000, but so she must have been even earlier. 1875. My grandma, my great grandma Newhouse, Native American. She or was she on my Native American side? No. She was not. She was on my Viking, Norwegian side. Norwegian. What you talking about? The boot in the car, the boot in the bonnet. Anyway, so back to the grill again. The grill again. That's boring. No one's in here. See, people can watch it later. That's what I don't care. And it's too much time to go, and I could tell you stories. I could cover stories like I'm gonna cover this fucking you know event. Fun. Hey, third eye was good. Tomorrow's my birthday. That's why I came. That's not why. Tomorrow is my birthday. I was telling no one, but if anyone that watches it later. So I'm gonna be 48 tomorrow. That's fucking old. Right? I never thought I'd make it. Yeah, good call. Or this realm, that's when I came into being into this realm. Thank you for correcting me because that's just the way it is. You know what I tell people right now? I go, "Are you Christian? Are you a Christian and like a devout Christian?" And they go, "Yes." And I go, "Do you believe the Bible?" And they go, "Yes, I do." And I go, "What, you do believe both of them and stuff?" Yeah. And which doesn't even matter. I say that. They go, "Yes, I believe that Jesus is." So you believe the Bible? I say, right? And I go, "Well, so you're a flat earther, then, right?" Um, right? Like that's what it says. That's what every fucking Bible says. The Quran, the Holy Bible, the fucking Book of Enoch, all of these ancient texts, the Bibles for each religion. I have read an Egyptian one, and every single one says that there's a flat Earth. I mean, come on, don't or just don't believe your lying eyes, okay? Watch them canoe on CNN in 3 inches of water, and two guys come walking by. Or the guy's acting like he's holding onto the pole hurricane. Literally, you see this shit on CNN, holding on like it was a. Oh, it was good. It was good as it always usually. I don't know. It's too real right now to be doing that shit. Like it's hard to do for me. I'm very sensitive, and so hallucinogenics and stuff. I with this energy that's going on right now, it's really difficult, especially if you do some of the harder ones like DMT and shit. Yeah, it's tough. Somebody's got to do it. Someone's got to go check out the keyboard. Nah, but they do look like clowns in there, jesters and checkerboards. It's just like it's whatever you think, I guess. I don't fucking know. I really, I don't know. I don't. I'm more of a. I'm my. I grew up doing peyote and mushrooms and acid, and now what was the one I was? Oh, DMT and ayahuasca. I've done both, and it's pretty scary. It's called the businessman's trip. Want to know why? Seriously, because you trip for like about a half hour or an hour. That's it on DMT. Maybe it's yeah, I think it's DMT or ayahuasca. It's, off one dose. Oh, a half of cool. Oh yeah. I have, yeah. I don't. I haven't even. I usually get microdosing, but I'm just not now because they said now that people start doing it. Once something everyone starts doing it, I quit and start something else because I don't like to do everything and what everybody else. You know, like I just can't. But I mean, you know, go do it, man. Like you've probably been doing it for a while. I did it. It is what it is. Right, like I said, right now the energies are so fucking like I can feel the waves of fucking um like radiation or whatever uh, coming out through my fucking skin and shit. Because I have this huge modem down there. It's for the business next door and for me. And I let them put up my house because it was cheaper than for a business, right? And I live right next door. So, and I now get Wi-Fi too. From them. Anyways, let's see. Look at this. I'm like Santa Claus over Anyway, yeah, I never thought I'd live to see 38. I mean, 48. Whoa, I lost 10 years. Kind of like the calendar lost 1,000 years. All right, well, I guess I ain't got much to say. No one's here. So fuck it. But I love all. For some reason, I do have some cool videos. I went back and watched some of them, and they're pretty cool. But it's funny to watch yourself and where you were at the time. It's like in your mind. You know what I mean? So that was cool. I don't even barely smoke weed anymore because it's like it's exactly like it's paranoia, man. Like not paranoia, but sensitivity. It's upset and sensitivity overload. I'm like, what the fuck? Even anything like a cigarette. I don't smoke. I'm doing pretty good on everything. And it's hard. It's hard, you guys. Anyway, you guys all know that. But I gained all these subscribers. I'm not sure how. Maybe because I commented on some things. I don't know on some videos and stuff. But I gained. I usually lose. No, I don't know. I could if you go if people know how to use it, which I really don't know. I mean, I know now, but I didn't. If you go to my page, or if I comment, or if anyone comments somewhere, boom, you're on a video, right? You can click on that person's icon and it'll go to their page, a commenter. I think. I'm not sure. But then when you're at their home page and you can hit videos, right? There's like streams, lives, past live streams, videos, as it's in Spanish. I just kidding. But too. Um, yeah. So I'm wearing practically a sombrero. I'm culturally appropriating. Anyways, it's hot out here. I live in the desert. As you know, Joshua Tree. Man, there's not much here. Like you would come to my town, and you would be, you would see, oh, there's Brady right there. I'd be like, I'd probably be like, run from you. Because people are weird out here. I'm afraid to face this life. Okay, guys, I know what's here, so I'm gonna go. I love you all. Everyone. Oh yeah, I know what I was gonna say. My my subscribers just kept going up and up and up, and I hadn't done nothing, put anything out, but I made some pretty good comments. And maybe what I did was like someone was covering that polar crystallization shape shifting that I did a video on a long time ago, which is actually like my most viewed video, I think. Like with 10,000 views or something. I never even tried to get one. You have to have 1,000 subscribers to get monetized on YouTube. Or I wouldn't do it anyway. It's probably more trouble than it's worth. That's why I just mark it's 18 and over. Because if I don't mark that, they fuck. If I say fuck or whatever, cuss, then they'll be like, "You said it was a minor's okay." I'm like, "It's your platform, motherfuckers." I don't know. Give a monkey a typewriter. What do you think he's gonna do? Tommy gun. What's up? Dude, Thompson machine guns and Thompsons in general are you can go buy it right now. And Thompson, not just the Tommy gun with the round 100 round drum, which is what I would get a 200 round drum. 100. They're right next to each other. You really fuck some shit up. I would go like I live in Colorado. I would go shooting in the mountains. Now I'd have all my me and my friends, we would have our rifles leaning up against the whatever tree or car, and we had all of our handguns sitting there, and we had some bottles or cans of some set up targets, and we were shooting, boom, 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 and I kept missing, and it pissed me off. And I grabbed my SKS and just fucking and fucking trees are just coming. It's a 7.62. It's like this long, right? And it's armor piercing rounds. And then I would have a tracer for I had only 10 round banana clip taped, duct taped to another 10 round. So once I ran out, I could just flip it. Boom. 20 rounds goes very quickly. And they're 50 cents a round back then. Now they're probably a shitload. Yeah. Mine would tear a fucking pallet. My SKS would tear a pallet apart. But yeah. Like like handguns, I suck at shooting handguns. It's hard. I mean, unless it's a really, really nice gun. If it's sighted in and everything, I probably can do it. With a little scope and shit on them. But I like to shoot my SKS from the hip, and I can hit shit good from the hip. And also, I used to have blowguns. I make blowguns too, and that would be cool, huh? If you had to hunt with them. I watched this movie, and I suggest everyone watch it. It's called, and I didn't tell everyone to watch it. No one does. But it's free, and it's on YouTube, and it's really good. It's called, look, it's called, Right Now? It is? Fuck, we bought, me and my friend pitched in and bought, I think it was 900 rounds. It was a crate, like a wooden crate of 7.62s. Yeah, and back then, but buying a box of 20 of them was $5. $5, I think, when I was a kid. Or when I was living in Colorado. Yeah, I was a kid. I was probably 17. Um, so yeah. And these are copper fucking. The hollow points are more. They have like I would also buy these tracer rounds, Tommy, and like so whatever I'm shooting at, I would have a 3 round burst. Actually, in reality, I could just file the. You can make it's so easy to make a semi-automatic. So easy. They have things called I guess that's what a bump stock is. But it this was back in like before 2000 when I lived in Colorado. Anyway, you would put this thing behind the trigger, right? And you could turn it with a screwdriver. I mean, barely a tiny bit at a time, like it does when you do your scope, but even more so because you want it to catch. It'll shoot 3 at a time, and then it's pretty much fully auto. But just pulling it as fast as you can, like this, semi-auto. 20 of them go so fast. It's like there's $5 in like 5 seconds, and now it's even fuck a shitload more. And especially here in California, I don't even think you could get them. I would get full metal jackets and hollow points. Or you know what you do, Tommy? Yeah, exactly. The Hellfire trigger. You take a bullet. I used to. My dad taught. We had a shotgun shell reloader and a. You could load bullets on it, reload bullets. So I would get, and I like cleaning up the mountains. I would get all the, the casings and bring them home, and then we'd make them boom again. But we did shotgun shells. We'd do bird shot if we, for ducks and stuff. Our geese, pheasants. At Thanksgiving, one side of my house, family or whatever, everybody that fucking is hunters and shit, we would go to, um, we would go, it would be Thanksgiving, and everyone's eating, right? And you hear ding, 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 ding. People are spitting BBs out on their plate. That's how it goes, man. Because like we would have roast duck and pheasant that we fucking caught, or that we shot, and or they would prepare it and shit. But sometimes there's BBs in there, and it's so good. Pheasant, fresh pheasant and quail and shit, so good. I mean, it's not butterball turkey. There's not as much meat, but you just gotta have more of them. And no, it's but my dad. I had a 410 shotgun when I was young, and it was only like that big around. Like it's roll of dimes. So what it looked like. It's like 7 years old when I first went duck hunting. Um, Damn, that's insane. I always said they're not gonna take our guns. They can't. They're gonna try and take the bullets. That doesn't matter. That's what I was saying. It doesn't matter. I have a fucking reloader, man. I don't need a lot. But you need the primers, exactly. I mean, you can use anything for the packing, I mean, it can be done. If they can make 3D print guns, you can do anything at this point. You can't uninvent nuclear weapons. Like, I would be anti-nuclear weapon. I don't even believe they exist. Prove it. Prove it. I don't believe you have. Um, I don't believe you have intercontinental ballistic missiles. Prove nuclear missiles. Prove it. It's like, oh my god, are you kidding me? That is the dumb. That right there proves to me that there is no such thing. We don't have nuclear weapons. There's no such thing as them. Otherwise, think about it. It's it's laughable. Why would any country say if nuclear bombs were real, if we all had ICBMs, intercontinental ballistic thermonuclear missiles, they go from one continent to the other. They go up into space and then down, supposedly. Nah, and they skip off the dome, um, the inside of the dome. No, they don't. They're within the dome if they have. I actually, when I lived in Santa Barbara, there was a airfield base. We'd be sitting on the fucking beach, smoking a bowl under the pier, like over. If you've ever been to Santa Barbara, and then all of a sudden, this fucking four-stage missile comes flying over us. It was crazy. I did a few times this time, and it went red, green. You could see it do through like four different colors of rockets. Like it went through one and burnt, and then another color, and then another. It was four colors. It was so cool looking. And then it blew up out there. But they took the supposedly took the tip off, right? Just the tip, honey. Just the tip. So they took the tip off, right? And the nuclear part supposedly. But I don't even believe. I don't because think just what I said. Well, if I got on there and said, I'm gonna fire one of those nuclear missiles at you, that's like it's mutually assured destruction. It's stupid. And people think I remember when Biden first started doing his thing or this regime or whatever. And he said people think that the president. I realized this during the election. I won't make it about Biden or anything. Everybody, all presidents, and stuff, leaders. But nuclear, there's no. I'm like, they go, oh, you're going to give Trump or you're going to give Biden, that's more scarier. You're going to give Biden just the ability to push the nuclear button. It's like, you guys, it's not a fucking one person can't just do it. It's got to be like five, like three generals, the president, and the second. Well, they probably have enough, but they all put in the key at the same time, and they all flip up their thing, and they all have to go three, two, one, turn, just to arm it like several people, just so one guy can't go all rogue, right? Like I would do if I was the fucking leader of a nation. So that's what they tell us. But have you really ever seen a nuclear blast? I mean, it's just dumb to say that. Because if it is what they say, no one would ever see it and live and tell us. I don't know. Also, there was a guy, there was a scientist, and I'm not sure exactly where he was from, but I think it was he was maybe a German guy or something because they were usually pretty advanced on things. And anyway, he worked at the, oh, that's right, it was like by Chernobyl, around that time or before that or something to do with Chernobyl. And because anyway, he said that he would fucking swim. That, like, they would have glowing pools of radium or radiation, right? And um, they would have. He would swim in it. It was glowing green, and he would swim in it. He worked there. Let me. Uh, anyway, so he goes. He goes. I've literally fucking held those glowing rock, the plutonium rocks. It doesn't do anything. There's nothing wrong. It's bullshit. Yeah, but do you really know, Tommy? They could say there's a million monkeys. I mean, they could say there's inside there. There's whatever. You're just gonna take their word for it. Or even if you look at something like maybe the lunar lander and be like, things made out of cardboard and duct tape. But anyway, so it's just you did see it. It was boot. So you have the boots on ground. You saw the nuclear weapons, but it could be just a husk. You know, who know? There's no proof that it can do what it can do. And why would it have 70 that many heads? It just doesn't make sense. Or 16. It just doesn't make sense. Oh wait, it had 16 full missiles. You mean? Too? Tell me. They have on a truck like this, and then the back of the truck goes up, and there's all these missiles in it, right? They do that, and that is not an intercontinental ballistic missile. Those fuckers have to, they like supposedly, I don't believe in space, but they go high up there, man. They're up there. They go, you know, they go to lower Earth orbit, put it that way, where the space station is. Low Earth orbit, and then they come back in and boom. Supposedly. Now, no one's ever done it, of course, but Yeah, and the reason is so perfect for them. They're like, well, if we shot them, then they're just gonna shoot them back at us. We're not gonna do that. Mutually assured destruction. So of course they're lying about it. I would. I'd see that doesn't make sense to me. Maybe I don't know. But Tom, the thing is, they could say like you know, they could walk me up to something that looks like, I mean, it looks like a missile and tell me it can do all this stuff, but you're just gonna take their word for it when they're always lying about everything. It's like you can't have a gun to defend yourself, but we have missiles. We have nuclear missiles to defend ourselves. Why? The thing is, truly, I'm truly an anarchist. I don't want to tell anyone what to. I don't. I've had my own companies. I don't like telling people what to do. I don't. And right, even it's. And I was thinking about that, Tommy, is that even if you could, even if they let you climb around or go inside of it or whatever, or look at it, they could just open it and then have a bunch of wires like R2 fucking or like C3PO wires and shit, and be like, yeah, that's it, those are them, yeah. Or just simply go, any doubt or anything you had, they go, that's national security. Sorry, move along, or something. They're not gonna. Besides, the thing is, think about it. If they had something like that, would they tell anybody? Like, would they really? Or if they didn't have it, would they tell everybody? I think that's more like it. Because it's a thing that once it's used, supposedly, then that's that. It's a rat, for the mankind. So I don't think so. I don't think so. But, oh, I also tied. We have my dad. Uh, he taught me to tie flies too. We had our shotgun shell reloader, and we tied flies. We had like all these little tiny feathers. You'd get a little tiny hooks and different feathers and put them on there and stuff. And it was cool because it was cool. Because I would know actually when I was out there fly fishing, I would like, oh, it's cloudy and it's dusk. I'm gonna use when I see certain colored mosquito, I'm gonna use a brown one that looks like certain mosquitoes. And when you fly fish, you go, psh, and you have it hit the water and pull it back, hit the water, and let it kind of sit there, pull it back, just like the mosquito. You mimic the mosquitoes, right? But when you hit, and then you hit it and let it sit there for a while, and you literally watch the fucking fish come out of the water and grab your hook, and you set the hook, and boom, it's on. It's so much fun, and when it's your dinner, it's really fun because otherwise you're gonna be hungry that night. You know. Oh, cool! A new subscriber. Welcome. Anyway, so yeah, I mean, yeah. So I guess I don't know. I didn't know what I was gonna talk about. I just wanted to say hello. So, but I don't want to talk about. I'm talking about just. Oh, okay, yeah. Like for example, a good idea for everybody um, is I was talking to these old ladies that live over here, like older ladies, probably like 10 years older than me or something. I'm 48. So I'll be 48 tomorrow. So they I said, man, we got to. Do you guys want to start a victory garden? Because back in like the 50s or I don't know when, they had victory gardens, and every block had a portion of their block was a garden, and everyone that knew how to do whatever would contribute and stuff, so that they had extra food, which is what we need to do. I live in the desert. So it's harder for me, but right now, if you guys could get, I'm doing it too. Like I even have like, you know, whatever watermelon seed, anything you can get that will grow in your area. I don't know. I'm in the desert, so it's hard, but I don't know. Thanks, Tommy. It's not really anything. At once, I'm just amazed that I'm still fucking alive. I thought I was gonna die at like 30 or something. Probably. My best friend did at 30. So, anyway, well, I don't want to leave on that note, but um, oh, I'm gonna call my sister back. Yeah, I guess I'm gonna go to one breakfast with them. So, I'm gonna pray for all you guys. You guys all please pray for me. Um, and I will do the same for you, for sure, as always. You wouldn't even have to ask me. Okay? Okay. Thanks, guys. I'm gonna start putting some shit up. Okay? I've got some really fucking mind blowing shit to show you guys. I really do. I just gotta just do it. I just gotta fucking do it. Okay, like right now, going live, I was like, fuck, I should go live because I'm getting all these new subscribers. I want, oh, when you go to my page, if you just hit videos, it'll have all these old videos, you know? Yeah? Where are you at, Tommy? Like in the country? I mean, where in the country? Or what's the roughage if you're on it? So I don't know. Yeah, Victory Gardens. I mean, it'd be nice to have extra carrots and fucking lettuce, whatever you want. Florida, yeah, dude. Get out of the shower and you're soaking wet again already. Is it? It's weird weather down there right now, or no? Is it cold down there for some weird reason? Yeah, you can grow anything in Florida. Also, you can grow medicine, poppies and stuff. Yeah, if you need it. I'm just saying, I don't think. Look at my like this bed now, this blanket. It reminds me of an eclipse. See it? Well, it's like yin and yang technically. See like the cat. It's got, and then in the middle, oh, whatever. The weather is great, or no weather is great. I would be scared, dude, to be on the coast down there or in the Keys. Fuck that, it's crazy. I've been to Florida. I went to Disney World. I went to Disney World and Epcot Center when I was a kid. I've been there actually, not to Disney. I've been to Florida twice, I think, 2 or 3 times. Yeah, I would be scared of fucking hurricanes all the time and typhoons. On the Keys, you'd just be underwater, man. I remember we drove down. I remember driving on highways that went forever that were over the ocean. I'm like, what the fuck? This is like 100-mile bridge. And bridging islands and shit, driving. I love stormy weather too, and it never happens here. That's what hardly sucks. But in Colorado, man, we got some good ones. I lived in Omaha, Nebraska for like about a year when my with my dad when my mom and dad first got divorced a long time ago. I went and lived with them for a year. Man, they had I was in a couple tornadoes. They have tornadoes all the time, but yeah, they had thunder clouds and just it was awesome. And stormy as shit, fucking rain. Oh, really? I used to live across the street from Six Flags in Denver, Colorado. It used to be called Elitch's or Elitch Garden. Elitch? That's what Elitch is. That's weird. But it's normal for me because I'm from there. Hey, let's go to Elitch's. That sounds stupid now as fuck, but it's true. All right. Anyway, there you go. Tomatoes. I don't even like them, but I will fucking eat them if I'm starving, of course. Tomatoes are easy to grow. 7.5 is the pH on most of those. I know it is with weed, the tomato, water it with, or make sure, you know, it's like getting, I don't know. Yeah, that's cool though, man. Grow anything, everything, and anything you can. Just try and grow it. Don't even matter. But yeah, the people that are doing that are smart. Yeah, that's why I told those ladies. I said, "You guys want to get together and make?" And they're like, "Yeah, yeah, yeah." And they'll do it. Like these are these old Mexican ladies. They love me. They're like, "Brady, hey!" When I come in, because it's the gas station right across the street, or the Quickie Mart or whatever. Brady, your apples came in, and then she goes and gets them out of the freezer, and it's like, Brady, apples for Brady, box 1 of 2, and then box 2 of 2, and there's 8 in each, right? Like it's cheap. It's like they hook me up, and they're just really cool with me like that. They hated me at first, and they like me. I- Anyway, so any good movies? Let's see. Yeah. Oh, Tommy, I was just thinking. So, barbecue sauce is tomato and brown sugar, basically, or ketchup and brown sugar, or just tomato. Actually, when I like, my dad had it. My dad had his barbecue sauce. You know how they do that? It's like all fucking funny and shit. And so, anyway, yeah, he had his special recipe that he made. And I really look like my dad sometimes. It's weird looking at myself when I'm talking to you guys. And when I first started doing this, people are like, "How are you? Does not you get weird, like stage fright or something?" I'm like, I don't even know. If any, I don't really think about it. If anyone, I'm just talking to myself. It's like looking into a mirror. I mean, I don't know who's on here. I don't give a fuck. If you're on here and you're listening, cool. Right on, we're friends. If you're on here and you're not listening, then cool too. I remember. Ah, nice. It's so rewarding when you consume something you've grown from a fucking seed. You watched it break the soil. You watched its first 2 leaves. And then, you watch it just. I want to do a plant like that. The as it, I mean, I can get them to pop fast, germinate fast, like 3 days. But put your fucking thing on it, your camera, and I'm gonna do it as like it takes one every hour or something, so it'll go, and you'll see it grow like real fast. Time lapse. Yeah, nature, natural is always the best. Absolutely, and you can. I want to make moonshine. It's a really cool fucking. Yeah, absolute. That made me think of moonshine. I don't even drink anymore, but it would be a good. You could run your car on it. I don't have a car. Like Saturday. I'm just gonna go. No, if it goes tits up, I mean this we're not doing great right now. I'm glad I don't have a car. It's gas is like 6.50 here a gallon. Unbelievable. People that have cars, I'm like, I'm glad I don't have a car. I'll buy a 4-wheeler because if the shit goes tits up, I don't give a fuck if I have a license, a driver license or not. I'm driving. Exactly. If I drink, it will be. Yeah, I agree, Thomas. You know, and it's not 100. It's not like 190 proof like people say. Yeah, I used to be. Watch my old videos. I don't do it no more. I don't do it. I have a pet vape pen. Where is it? I don't even bring it when I go places. I see, like you haven't even seen me take a. I don't even know where it is. Every once in a while, I'll take a puff if I see it. But I quit smoking cigarettes for a long time, and for like 3 months, maybe a little bit longer, maybe like. And I was like, oh, here it is. Anyway, I was like, oh man, I can't. So this is it, and I want to show you. It's flat, right? Nice. And then you just watch. See, that's it. It's just a thing that see it's full. Watch. I put this in a couple days ago. Like 4 of these lasted me a month, and it's like $27. They're like $6 each. Oh yeah, what dabs? That's a I. My old roommate, dude. You guys. My old roommate. He was a weed, or the guy that rented a room in the house I rented a room in. He was a weed dealer, and wax and stuff. And he had his own personal wax. It was like the La Brea tar pits. It was all. It would like gurgle and shit. And he goes, "This is my personal wax. It's been for like year. It's like 2 years that I've been having it in this jar under here." So he'd break that shit out. One of those, one dab of that. But we gave this girl came over, and we're like getting a dab ready. She wanted to do a dab, and he has a room, and then a chair like right there next to the bed. And when you hit that thing, you're standing up, but usually you fall back into that chair. Anyway, so I did mine, he did his, and then or whatever, we were getting hers ready, and she did it, a huge dab of that shit, and it was killer. And she fucking fell back in the chair and started foaming at the fucking mouth, kind of like I've like people overdosing. I was like, whoa. And then for 4 hours, she was incoherent. Once we could get her coherent, like, what the fuck? You're out of here. We didn't know what to do. So anyway, let me finish my story real quick. Sorry, guys. So it's called Views, and it's flat, so you don't get this. There's no way to hold. That's ridiculous. There's no way to hold it, and that's the big thing. Is this holding the cigarette? And I would always let them just burn, holding them. So, but this, so I quit, and the nicotine part was over. I don't care about nicotine. I just like to smoke while I, especially when I drank alcohol. But actually someone gave me I said, hey, can I have a cigarette just for the hell of it? And I took two drags. I get this away from me. That tastes like shit. This thing tastes like pancake syrup or cotton candy. That's what my friend Shamara calls it. Says it smells like. And I'm watching. See, I get like I don't know. It lasts a week usually or more. Oh, the reason I got it and didn't just keep quitting is just keep not smoking is because I was calling my friend. I'm like, I'm gonna just go buy a pack and take one out and throw the pack away. I don't care. I can't have it on it. She's like, well, why don't you just go get a vape and then don't get the round kind and don't get the kind that is like spark that where you blow it out and it's like smoke. It doesn't just dissipate in vape water vapor. And yeah, one hit boom. Oh, dabs, yeah. It's all you do. It's dabs. It's hard on your lungs, no? If you don't cough, you don't get off, right, Tommy? Is that that's true because it opens your bronchial tubes, those little bronchial tubes in your lungs. Mine are. I actually, I have felt since I quit smoking cigarette tobacco, it solved a lot of my problems. Like I don't have a persistent smoker cough. Oh, my friend goes, go get one. She said, go buy one of those pens and make sure it's the flat one and the vape one, so that you won't get addicted to this again. Stuff, and so I went and got it, and I took like a couple puffs. I was like, oh, all right, and then you just forget about it. I just said it here. I probably will never hit that again until tomorrow now. And it's like the first drag I ever. So I don't bring it with me. I hardly ever even think about it. It's a good way to help you um, not have a. Make sure you don't do that as much. I don't know. You won't. If you're like me, I smoke because I like smoking. I don't think so. Right? That's of course. That's true, Thomas. I believe that. What kind of wax do you do? Do you like shatter? Do you like shatter? Do you like the softer ones? Like crumble? There's crumble, shatter, and then they have like the real sticky on the parchment paper wax. Like, and then there's ways, because I'm a grower. There's ways, the cold way um, to make wax. When I was making hash oil and hash oil and hash, we had to use an isomer, which is literally boiling gasoline, right? You're boiling isopropyl alcohol, and it will go all, and inside the isomer it goes like this, and then there's like a stalactite, like in a cave that goes down, and then there's a cup down here, and it drips into there. It catches on the side, goes to the middle, and drips, and then that you get that to evaporate. It's dangerous. It was dangerous though back then to do it. I guess it was cool though. I prefer get me too. Wax does, and you don't have to smoke as much. I've as far as weed, I smoke way less than I did. I don't know why I'm putting all these things. I'm taking my Jacob Marley chains off from this fucking realm. Like I'm ready to go up. I mean, something's making me try and do that. That's cool. Probably my guardian angel or like the creators. I definitely think there's something like a twin world. Like this eclipses all the time. And I don't know, guys. Did anyone catch the eclipse? I watched the whole thing. It was really fucking cool, man. It was wicked crazy. Yeah, I prefer shatter. It's easier to deal with, right? You break a perfect pizza. There was another. They always are coming up with cooler ways to do wax or whatever. Now, speaking of my vape pen right here of tobacco, I mean, I've gotten the weed ones before, and they're that aren't vape. They're actual smoke. Do you guys understand what I'm saying? Anyway, so this is vape. Now, if you're like as old as me, they had this. Okay, now that's water vapor. It just disappears. There's no smoke, no smell. It smells like pancakes. Zero. Anyway, what we used to do you guys remember they had fucking this. Okay, this is a vape pen of tobacco, right? It just disappears. It's water vapor. Now, the but for weed, they had these things. They had a vaporizer. They called it, and you'd set it to 350. Tommy, you probably remember this. They say it's 350. I think it's what you'd set it as. And you'd put the weed in there, and then you'd smoke it through like a whip, like a hookah. Well, where else? They also had, besides that, they had one that filled up like this bag, right? It filled this long bag up with smoke, and you smoked it out of that. But then when it was done, now okay, now all the THC is gone, and all you have is like just is crap, bud with all the psychoactive taken out. Just you can throw that away. I'm like, wait a second. This I didn't even get stoned off that. Let me see the bud that was in there. Put that in a pipe and smoked it, and then I got stoned. I was like, nah, this ain't right. That's why you don't see that many. You don't. I don't know. I mean, you could probably do it with speed or something. But, oh, really, Tommy? That's cool. So it gets at. What do you mean? It heats up like to red hot by itself? You plug it in or something, Tommy? Oh, you had one. What'd you do? Break your bubbler? Anyway, any growers now knows 7.5 is the pH to give. It depends. It depends on what strain you like. And like I like to have that peppery earth flavor of weed. That's my favorite flavor. Like an indica like that, real sticky. You know it's good when you go like that. The bud is just sitting there, and you go like that, and it just sticks. It's stuck to your finger. Um, yeah, growing your own's fun. I always name my plants. I even if I have 30, they all get named. I'll be like, oh, that's the this one's called Big Guy. This one, I'll always come up with names for them. It's fun. I literally I talk to them. I play the music. I saw a good meme. See, look at that. It looks like I'm a skeleton. Like I have a tattoo. Have you seen those people with those tattoo of skeleton hands? Yeah, look at that's all fake. It's all. It's all. Yeah. So yeah, I'm just glad I'm not where I once was. I mean, I have a roof over my head. I lived a lot of my life homeless. Um, you know, but now I'm really actually. Hey, if you guys would have known me, even if you watch this right now and go back onto my channel and watch a video from 2 years ago or even a year ago, you'll be like, man, he's way more articulate and awake now. Before, remember, I nodded out during the live. I just went like this, boom. For like 4 hours, I woke up. I'm like, I'm live. I'm like, Brady, we've been telling you to wake up. Oh, yeah. Did you hear that? They fight. And they're up on, I can hear them running around on the roof. And then they jump down onto my AC right here to get down, right? And then on the top of my house, there's this pyramid thing that they go in, right? There's no holes in my roof. There's all kinds of there. One time a rat got in here, you guys, and I still have I did less know what. I got a story for you guys real quick. This fucking rat. Okay, first of all, my neighbor got one. She was, oh my god, Brady, Brady. In the store, is right here is the store. If I busted this door down, I'd be in, or this wall down, I would be in her store. But anyway, the point is, she had a rat in her house. And she goes, oh my god, Brady, come on, help! There's a rat in the fucking drawer. I trapped it in the drawer of my um, oven. You know how they have that drawer on the old oven? Anyway, so it was in there running around and you could hear it and stuff. And then we couldn't find it. And then so she went and bought some of those big ass traps. She tried a live trap. I'm like, no, that's not work. Because they'll come back stronger and they'll be mad. But I don't know. It's just dumb. But listen, so then what the crazy thing is, it snapped, it went off, and the thing was dead. But not, it didn't touch it. It fucking scared it to death. It had a heart attack, and it was like this big, about that big around, that long, without the tail. With the tail, it was like that. That was hers. Okay, it was little compared to the one I got after. So like a week later, I keep hearing these noises and stuff, right? In my bed. Well, so I wake up and go to pee, and I go in, flip on the bathroom light, open the door, and this gigantic, 3 times the size of this one that she had, jumps, saw me, saw that was the only way out, jumped on from the toilet onto the sink, onto my shoulder, and over. And I was like, it freaked me the fuck out. So anyway, now I'm like, oh my god, I couldn't do anything. And then it was just kept going. It was in my house, living and eating stuff, and I couldn't sleep. I would turn my thing up really loud so I could fall asleep and not hear it doing stuff. I would hear it in the kitchen knocking shit over and doing things and running around. And you could tell it was huge, right? So finally, it was scary. So I said, so Tamara gave me one of those big rat traps, right? And I set it with peanut butter, right? And I put it over by the refrigerator in my kitchen. And the next morning, it snapped that there was no rat, right? But it had boom, and it got all the food. Motherfucking rat. Anyway, so then during the day, I had my lights on up here by my computer, and I had it is just during the dark in kind of in my kitchen, and I set it right there, and I with peanut butter I put it on more strategically to where it will snap, right? Anyway, so then I come and sit down at my computer, and all of a sudden I hear the snap, and I'm like, I got him, and I ran in there, and it was flipping over. It was on it, and it was on its neck, but didn't break its neck at all. This thing was like, if there was bodybuilder rats, this was one. Okay, it was pure like muscles, pure muscle. This thing, because it was flipping that fucking giant trap around, and it was like. "Grr." So here's what I had to do. I went. Oh, man, it was alive and pissed and all this. So I grabbed I went and grabbed an empty box and I fucking put it over him. Right? And I grabbed a piece of cardboard and tried to barely tilt it up. And every time I tilted it up, its little hand would try to get out from under. But I'm like, no, and I'm holding it down. This thing was strong, and I slid the cardboard. I finally got it slid underneath there, and the rat was inside there, right? And I had to put my hand on the bottom of it and the top, and I could just feel it running around, right? Or flipping around, rather, in the because it had the trap on its head still, and it's one of the giant big traps. This motherfucker was like that long without the tail, with that big around. It was like a small cat. Uh, anyway, and it was all muscular. It didn't even break its neck at all. It snapped him right where it's supposed to, and it didn't even touch this thing. Anyway, so I'm like this running out to the dumpster with it like this, right? It's in the box with that thing. I'm like, hurry, hurry, hurry. I get to the thing, I open it up, and then I just threw him in. I said, dude, sorry, buddy, you're alive still, and you're gonna suffer and shit, but nah, no, you're dead. I put him in there, threw him in the trash, and came back, and he hasn't been married yet. So I had PTSD for a long time after that. No joke. It that really fucked with my psyche, my sleep, and like I was so scared to go into the bathroom in the middle of the night, flip on the switch or anything. He was so fucking scary, man. And like I've been in much scarier, what you would think is a scarier situation, but nah, this was even scarier. I've been in so many things where people are fucking bloody and shot up and like with a gun, and I've seen people, friends, with their face hanging off and brains coming out from car wrecks, things like that, and it didn't PTS me as bad as this fucking rat did. I swear to God, it scared me. It scared the piss out of me. So I caught the rat. I was really happy. They won't let me have a cat here. This cat would get my not my old cat Maui Wowie. I live by a highway because there's the store right here, and then there's the highway, and it's loud. I mean, it's kind of a bummer, but her name is. Oh, you're Boa. That's right. You have a boa constrictor. I forgot about that. Why? What? Is he really? Is she really? Oh, he's 6 feet long. Oh my god. He could totally choke you out, huh? Sky is his name? You said her and then him. What is it? A male or a female? I don't think. Do snakes fuck? Like I ain't never seen it. Cause I'm not. I do like reptiles, except since they've gotten into the government. No, not so. 6+ feet long. That's awesome. That's so cool, dude. It's a dude. Oh, you have two of them. One's 7.5 and one's about 6. What? Gotcha. Which is more badass, the female or male? Because I always get female animals, dogs especially. I had two chameleons when I was like 5 or 6 I had a heat raw. I love them. And one of them I called, it was Spike. That's right. Spike and Stumpy. Stumpy was called Stumpy because I reached in to grab him and his tail. He ran and I grabbed his tail and it pulled off. You know how it does. And he grew one back, but it did not grow back the thing. It's funny. I don't know if I would really like having the. Oh, would eat the rats. Yes. I would have the one for that. I would. It's they're kind of creepy when they're 7 feet long. He would have made a nice meal of that rat, though. No joke. Either one of them. Yep. Almost in every animal. Females, Margaret. What is this? Women aren't equal. You guys can or have they have strong. They're stronger. They can have more. They have a higher tolerance for pain. They can fucking create mini me's. They're goddesses. Every woman create a fucking little human being and grows inside of her. To me, all hail women. I love women, real women, for that. It's, and that's why, like, it's strange too, Tommy. Check, you know how Tiger. I think it's I'm Year of the Tiger, 1974, and right now 2022 is Year of the Tiger again. Oh, in the Chinese zodiac, and I'm Year of the Tiger. And this crazy guy that was in my cell and in prison for a while, one of them, he's like, "You're Year of the Tiger." Before I even told him when I was born, because I would pace back and forth in front of the door. I don't know. I just pace, turn around, pace like a tiger. He goes, "I bet you're Year of the Tiger." And he looked it up, 74, 1974. Yep. And right now is Year of the Tiger. It's weird. I handle them weekly to feed them. What do you feed them? It's got to be live, right? We would get our fish starved, and then we would, I would see if they would cannibalize the other fish. And everyone got one fish. Oh, you feed them rats. Sweet. Ugh. God, I am fucking not a scared person of a lot of things like that, but that rat was something fucking else. It just scared though. I was so unexpected. And then I lived with it in it for like a week in the house, you guys. And I had to turn the fucking I had to turn the fucking radio up really loud so I could even sleep. I mean, but when I was homeless, I fucking had to, yeah, large rats. Speaking of, I have a friend, my Mexican friend, Gordo, not Gordo, it's a different guy. Man, that means fat boy. Not Gordo, Güero, because he's white and but he's Spanish. He's from Spain. He has green eyes, and we were roommates. He only spoke Spanish, and I only spoke English, but somehow we could talk. And I know Quito Spanish, but yeah, they can eat a goat. Those motherfucking they'll eat a whole damn goat. Those boas. Oh, the story is he was at work with these guys from Puerto Rico. He said, and they had this animal cornered and were beating it, saying it killed the rat, right? And he said, "That's a possum." No, like that's how big the rats are in fucking. I think they were from Puerto Rico. Did I say yeah, Puerto Rico? And they were trying to kill a possum. They thought the possum. That's how big the rats are in Puerto Rico. So they thought that this giant possum was a giant rat, and they were trying to kill it. I befriended a fucking whatever you call it, a possum, and I would sleep and wake up and by this tree. He lived in the tree, and I was a little bit down. And he would climb down in the middle of the night because they're nocturnal and get closer and closer to me every night. I'd wake up and he'd see me and run up the tree. Then, finally, after a couple of weeks, he just came closer and closer, and then I just let me pet him and shit. He was my friend after so I didn't know. I didn't know if possums were tough or if they bite you or anything. I was just, hey, what's that? What's this creature? He was cool. I've seen giant boas. I've seen like a 30 some foot long one that will eat a cow. I think probably at least a half of it. No, they have to have it live. It has to be live. I think, right, Tommy? They don't want some spoiled ass rat meat. They want a fucking rat to torture and play with, like cats. They enjoy it. Hey, my friend, is a possum. They are ugly. It's like, are they all albinos? Shouldn't we call albinoism possumism? Are they all white with pink eyes? Or am I tripping? I mean, but I repeat myself. They are ugly. They thought it was a rat. We have 8 thumbs up. Thanks, guys. A lot of people came through here. Right on. Probably just only because it said, if you're my friend, maybe it said that it was my birthday or something. Oh, really? Why? They have to be alive, though, right? What do you knock them out with? A little mallet or what? I'm just saying. I'm curious. I'm not being facetious. So, literally, you knock them out. You have a special hammer for that? What do you do? I really want to know. Because I don't know what I would do. Like, I wanted to knock that. If I ever get another rat in here, I will knock them out. See that? That looks like a pile of clothes. It's really not. And it's just hanging there, huh? Ready? Knock. One knock. How many lumps? How many lumps do you have to give them? Oh, one. Ha, ah, ah, ah. Two. Ah, ah, ah. No, probably. You know what you need, Tommy, to do them is one of those extender things that go and they're metal and they extend out like a, like an antenna, but they're thick. Round. Like you could fuck someone up. Is that what you have for the knock them out? That's what you should have. Anyway. So it gets that. It's kind of like gets a little bit of a whip action going too. Wham! Hey, someone, if anyone has, if that's in here, hit the button, hot thumbs up. That way I'll have 10. Double digits, bitches. I'm the least successful YouTuber online. Oh, only a month? See, that bothers me. You need more. No, I'm just kidding. And Sky's the bigger one. What color are they, Tommy? Guess, guess that's I don't know what color es. Agora. Es color. Color que es. Boy, constrictor. 3 to 4 large rats a month. $1 million. That's cool, man. If I had, there's these hardcore, like, there's these people, um, like, I guess they're singers or celebrities, women, and they will have this boa constrictor around them. Like fucking Jay Z's wife or somebody like that. And, yeah. Hey, have you ever seen Faces of Death? Ooh, I'll have to check that out. That's cool. I'm gonna check that out after I get off of this and look at them. That's cool, Tommy. I do like reptilians. Not reptilians. I like reptiles. I don't like reptilian people. They're not people. She is pastel and he is a Colombian. Wow, that's cool, man. I need to get a pet. I live by a highway. I can't have a cat here. But if I have a cat, I let it run free because that's bullshit to keep it in there. Oh, yeah. That's what I wanted. Thanks. For those people are in India and they have this table with a monkey that they put in it, and it has a hole, and they open it, they split the table and put the monkey in the cage, and then shut the table, and it's got a hole with the monkey's head's out, and he's screaming and turning it around in circles and screaming, and it's like these rich European people. They give him these little mallets, and the lady's going, they're all knocking it on its head, boom, 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 and then they kill it and eat its brains. It's on Faces of Death 1. Oh yeah, I think Faces of Death, the first one, is a documentary on death. It's as a scientific matter. Like my step grandfather owned a mortuary, string of morgues, I guess, mortuaries or whatever. He was rich, and yeah. So there's a, oh, got you. So the guy on the first Faces of Death that died he's a diver in the cave. He lives in your he's from your neighborhood. Yes, I think it's the only one that's real. It's a documentary on death, and it's serious. It's dead serious, and all the things are real. Listen to this, Tommy. This accident. They fucking were bungee jumping out of a off of whatever, a bridge. I don't know, but or building or something, right? And the dude lied. Or no, the dude didn't lie about his weight. Here's what happened. Oh, the cave is in your neighborhood. Now you got to go try it and do it and not die. Like, fuck, it is. Anyway, um, oh, I know. Yeah. Oh, the first one I feel like was real. Uh, two started to get maybe kind of fake, and then three and four were bullshit. Kind of they faked some deaths and shit. Anyway, what I was gonna say about it was, oh, these kids, they're like, or guys, I don't know, they're probably like 25 or something. They're on a building, that's right, and one of them jumps. They're bungee jumping off the building, and they didn't take into consideration. Right. They didn't take into consideration that there's no 13th floor in most buildings. So they just said, okay, it's a 50-story building, measure, five, or measure, so many levels. But there was no level 13, no floor 13. So when they bungee jumped, the dude, I mean, they show it, it's on Faces of Death. So he bungee jumps down off the building and just goes crack right into to the sidewalk and then back up. I mean, because it was 12 foot too long, one story too long, because there was no 13th floor. The devil's in the details, friends. It's a tiny, tiny world. You know what, guys? Thanks for turning up. And Tommy, and like anyone that wants to watch or even comes by and says, hey, I really appreciate it. I thought, I think I should go live. I really do. Because I'm gaining all these followers from somewhere. I don't know where. So I better give them some damn content. I know this isn't great content or anything. I just wanted to jump on and give you a bit of the how's your father, um, and see how you're doing. Really? It was real. I think. I know. I mean, every like, did you see? Do you know what I'm talking about? That lady and those people in India eating the monkey brains, where they hit the hammer on the monkey's head. That's fucked up. You're supposed to be getting laid in the drive-in, not watching Faces of Death either. You're like, I can do both. Sick fuck. Yeah, you saw it. That the lady, like, it was like she's on like some rich fucking privileged royal person. Anyway, so Daddy wasn't there. Changed my underwear. So all right. I can do both. Do you watch Archer, Tommy? Do you want? Have you seen the? It's a good cartoon, but it's awesome. They're like, gotta watch Archer, dude. Gotta watch Archer. Anyway, he's in the hot tub, right? They're a spy agency, and his mom owns it. And his mom's the whatever. Anyway, so he's in the hot tub with this bitch, these two chicks, excuse me, two ladies, and they come. She comes. His phone rings, and he's talking to his mom, right? And all of a sudden, he's like, "Okay, bye," and hangs up. And then this chick comes up in scuba gear, and he's like, "Wow, not many women can bring me to orgasm in front of my mother." While I'm talking to her, whatever. I think it was a screen. But and then there was another one where he's sitting there with Lana Kane, the other agent that's black chick, Aisha Tyler. Aisha Tyler does her voice, and he's sitting there, and they're like, she's like, I think giving him a blowjob or something, and his mom called, and he puts her up on screen, and he answers it, maybe just on the phone, and so she stops. She's like, "Who's that?" And he's like, "Oh, it's mother." And she stops. She's like, "Look," he's all, "No, what? I can do both." And she's like, "You're so," it's like, "You're fucked." Anyway, watch Archer. Boom! It is the best show ever, hands down, and it's great. It's like it's so funny. It's so cool, actually. I watch it all the time. And so they have a drive-in up here too, which is cool. They played 3 weekends in a row. They played Back to the Future 1, and then the next weekend Back to the Future 2. The next weekend Back to the Future 3. So I didn't go to any of them. I haven't even been there. But my niece, oh, my niece is growing up so fast. She's already like a woman almost. She's like, I don't know, 10. But you know, they grow up so fast. I miss that girl. She lives right here. I just need to see her more. She's always like, Uncle Brady, Uncle Brady, Uncle Brady. She used to run to me. And she saw Uncle Brady. She'd run at me. I go, come on, come on, come on. And she's a ballerina too. She does ballet. She's really good at it. And she'd jump up and I'd lift her up like this, right? And fly her around like Superman, Supergirl, whatever. And then she got bigger and bigger, and I have not a good back. So she sees me, Uncle Brady comes running at me, fucking joggernaut. I'm like, no. When she jumps and I'm like, crumbling under the pressure. It was really funny. But my phone sucks, so it's the same thing. I have two phones. I have two pairs of glasses. I suggest everyone because it's two worlds. That's why the eclipse. That's why the quick to the. Did you watch my Go to my channel and put on Dirtball, Mushroom, the Mushroom Cloud, and the Moonshine Rhyme. It's awesome. And he's like, cricket to what is it? I focus on eight. Cricket to what does he say? Cricket to the light stream. Cricket to the he's gotta watch it. It's fucking funny. Yeah, his name's Dirtball. And like all of this shit is about it's about mushrooms and moonshine. Shine. But you'd really dig it. Dig it. I know you would for sure. Everyone would. Okay, everyone's gone. If someone comes, hit a like so that I have 10. Come on, double. Oh, Tommy Gunn's phone went there. See if anyone else wants. All right, you guys. I love you all. Maybe I'll write that. You guys are my vicarious. Oh, 40, 49 people. Out right now. My sister called me back and said, "Oh, okay, you're on your live stream." Um, I think it's just my phone is so dang slow. And I'm playing. Identical. Identical. Think about that when you see it. And next time you see an eclipse, identical. There's no way they could fit perfectly over each other. No way. Anyway, all right. Oh, one person's in here. Hey, if you hit that like button so that I have 10. Ah, bastards. It's alright. I guess I'm gonna call my sister back and probably go to bed. I love you guys so much. Love. Spelled it wrong. You guys have kept me sane because it's a happy distraction to do this. So get that going. Yeah, I was the caddy for the Dalai Lama. Well, what did he give you for a tip? Just a tip. Uh, he gave me he gave me eternal. What is? He goes, I caddy. It's Bill Murray on Caddy Check. I identical. That's from my cousin. Okay. Nah, you guys have helped me out. Oh, my subscriber. Emily. He is not my subscriber. A wizard allowed. No lizards, no feds. Unless they're on any type of authority. I love my family. No lizards. Wait, let's call them. Um, I love my family. No dogs. No lizards or any kind of a thought will not be recognized. We're pure bloods. We don't need vaccines. Oh, she don't mind. All humans are. Maybe. Love you guys. Oh, someone's in here. Hit the light. 510. 888. Oh. That's how it's gonna be. Your blood don't take that fucking jibbity. Jibbity jabbity. None of that jibber jabber. Enough of that jibber jabber. Does that make sense even, you guys? I am really happy I'm alive. I really am. Because I'm gonna go for a walk. I go for a half-hour walk twice a day. 7 days a week. They say you can do it 5 days a week. That's what they recommend. So I do it double time. Anyway, it is what it is. Anyway, purebloods are people without. I mean, I had a smallpox vaccine. I had a fucking mumps and measles vaccine when I was born. But not an experimental one. It's just dumb. Or I wasn't born. Yeah, no authority. We're all equal. All equal. Purebloods have no. And they're fun. And they're. On their immune system. Close enough for going. Okay. Hey, Sly. What's up? Cool. Nice. I'm getting my gardening going. Chickens, I want to get to. Looking at eggs. And then if you really want, you can get cut them up. Cut a road. All right, guys, I better go. Sly, hit me up. Hey, I'll be back. I just wanted to say, hey, now I got stuff. We're good. Hit that like, hit the like button, whoever's in there, so I have 10. So I feel good about myself. I know. Oh, Sly, I want. If I go to your channel, did you film it or anything? All right, hey Sly, I'll hit you up, homie. I want to do that for myself. I want to get some chick. I want to work. I want a chicken coop. I want to build one. So maybe we could talk about that. I'll just go to your channel and say, hey, what's up, Brady? It's divided we flawless. All right, guys, I'm sorry. Hey, I have 11 likes. Woo-hoo. Thanks, guys. I really appreciate that. I love you. We're gonna get through this. Don't fucking be scared. Just don't be scared. Don't uh, don't be anxiety. Don't be this. Relax. Like there's nothing right now. I'm trying to rewire my fucking whole brain. You know, it's crazy. But I love you guys. Thanks for coming by, Slut. Hey, I wish you were. I'm just fucking beat, and I have to go for my nighttime walk already still for half an hour. I'm actually a good I'm like actually doing pretty good, guys. You'd be surprised if you watch this compared to some of my old videos, and then if you before that, I no, why not? Anyway, I love you guys. I'll see you later. Thank you. I'll be on. I'll be on. Peace.